Oh, shoot. That is awesome. This is one of the most epic places I've ever stood. Hey, welcome to Dan's ADV. Hey, welcome to Dan's ADV. I'm out here in the barn with the bikes, and I wanted to shoot a quick intro video to my NorCal BDR film. There's a few things that I didn't cover in the film that I wanted to cover ahead of time, like who I went with, how we got there, what we rode, how this route compares to other routes, those kinds of things. So that's what this intro is about. So let me start with the purpose that I think this film has, and that is it's a research tool. If you're wanting to go on the NorCal BDR, I put chapter markers at every section. I put them at every alt harder and every alt expert section. And hopefully you can use that as a tool to go look at those sections and decide whether you want to ride them, look at the terrain, judge your skill level, all those things. And you can do all that on your own just by looking at what I'm riding. It's all first-person footage from my GoPro. Just know that the GoPro does make things look less steep and easier than they really are. There's one mistake I did make early on in this trip. I looked at the map with the BDR map with all the yellow and all the red, and I assumed all the red were alt expert. And so you'll hear me say in the film that I'm on an alt expert section, when very often I'm on an alt harder section or just an alternate section. I correct that with the headings, but just know when you hear me say alt expert, that was before I realized that. But I did do all the alt expert sections. We do have extensive footage of Mount Patterson, of Sierra Buttes, and I rolled a lot more of that footage than the regular trail, just because that footage is more interesting, number one, but number two, it really allows you to see what you're up against and decide whether that's something you want to face or not. As far as who I went with my good friends Hank, Whit, and Jared. These guys have been riding with me, and we've been riding with them, however you want to put it, for the last 2 years. We did a Seattle to Denver trip I've got a video of up here somewhere. We did the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route last year. That I'll try and put a link up there somewhere. We do a lot of local riding. That's all on my channel. And we do a lot of riding that we don't film. So anyway, these are my good friends, and we amazingly were able to get 2-week chunk of time together to go 1,600 miles in a truck and trailer each way to Carson City, park, ride to Mammoth Lakes, then ride to Yosemite, and then start the BDR and then come back. So I did 3,200 miles in the truck and 1,800 miles on the bike, so 5,000 miles in 12 days. The bike mileage was 1,000 miles on the BDR, plus Yosemite, plus trips to Reno to fix tires. Thank you, Cycle Gear Reno. They fixed a tube. They also put on a new tire while we waited one evening, and then the next morning. Long story. Also, just the out and backs to hotels. We didn't stay right on the route. We would go, for instance, to South Tahoe when that was available within 30 or 40 minutes. So a lot of mileage, a lot of fun, had a great time. I would rate the NorCal BDR as the top BDR that I've done. I've done Wyoming, I've done Colorado, I've done New Mexico. Those are all awesome and I love them and I would do them again. It's just that usually there's sections in those that you feel like these are connector sections. Like there's really nothing here, might as well be on the highway sort of thing. There's just, there's not as much consistency, and that's not to knock the BDR organization. They can't change the geography of a state, and they can't change the land use laws and all of those things. There's only so much you can do. It's just that NorCal, it seems epic from start to finish. It seems like there's no filler. It's always awesome. You're either on an amazing trail or an amazing asphalt road, and I don't know what else to say. It's just consistent for 1,000 miles all the way to the end. You're still in the dirt and you're still seeing cool stuff. So it's an amazing route. We are on these bikes. I haven't cleaned them yet. These are as dirty as they were when they came off the trailer last week. We are all on 890s. We have 2 of the rallies, the 24s. I'm on a 23 and Hank's on a 22 890 Adventure R. And these have been great bikes. We didn't have any mechanicals other than the 2 tires, which would have happened on any bike. The suspension off the factory floor on these 890s is just amazing. We were going through rock gardens like they were nothing. This is the best suspension I've ever had on a motorcycle, an adventure bike motorcycle. And they just seem to be the sweet spot for being really fun on the asphalt sections and on the ride back to Carson City, you know, going 75, 80 on the highway back. It's no issues. And then in the technical stuff, they just blow through it. So we're thrilled with the 890s, at least right now. If you've watched enough of my channel, we might all 4 have different bikes next year, but this is what we're on right now and we're pretty happy with it. Also, please forgive me saying wow 1,000 times when I see scenery. I live in Oklahoma. We don't get to see mountains. I don't have vistas. I go on these trips so that I can see the world. I can see these kinds of things. And so when I come around the corner and there's a beautiful mountain range overlooking a lake, that's going to impress me. If you live in the middle of somewhere like that, then you're gonna wonder, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but that's okay. This is what it is. What you're seeing in this film is my initial reactions as experienced while I ride, out of breath, out of shape, going through everything that I went through, and it was pretty drama-free. We had a great time. I didn't get to film my friends as much as I would like, the banter and the fun that we had, because I don't like to ride in the dust. I typically either went ahead or behind and then didn't get as much footage. So I did get some. Hopefully that'll highlight the video, but the main star of this show, if you will, is the route, and this is a tool, hopefully, for you to be able to study the route and decide whether you want to do it. So I hope you enjoy the film. Come along and ride with me. Like and subscribe would be appreciated.
This is the start of the California BDR. It's going to be an epic day, epic ride. We got Jared, Hank, and Whit. 2 rallies, 2 890s. It's about to start. This is the start of the expert section, which is really kind of the start. And Hank's got his ABS on, so he can't stop, so we got to fix that. You could have used your front brake there, Hank. I'm going to slow way down. I just don't want to eat dust this whole trip. Experience it. There's a truck coming on your right, forklift. Holy crap, was not expecting that on a BDR. Good job, Hankster. So this is still section 1, expert section 1. It's really not bad at all. Maybe 2 inches of sand, inch. A lot of whoops, but no big deal. A couple big downhills. 1 little water crossing so far. So we have gotten off the expert section just because it connects to the main route. This is what it looks like. Back on the route. I don't know if it's these bikes or these tires or what, but this sand is not giving us any problem at all. So I just had to stop. Thought I was recording this really cool uphill on the expert section, the second one. And I had to stop because my GoPro is really not making me happy right now. It gets in a mode where you push the power button, nothing happens, and you just have to take the battery out. But of course, to take the battery out, you have to take it off the mount, take it out of the media mod. So I told the guys to go ahead because I didn't want to be in the dust anyway, but that was an unexpected long stop. No worries. It's been beautiful, fun. A little challenging uphill, but nothing crazy. Keep your momentum up around the switchbacks. You're fine. Yeah, this is fun. Oh yeah, so fun. We've been doing a lot of training back at home in the deep sand, a lot deeper than this. I would say it definitely pays off. You know how to put your weight back and throttle out when the bike starts to get squirrely. Haven't come up on the guys yet, so that means they are having no problem with this stuff too. That's great. Another one. That was nice. Had to stop and take my camera all apart. Sorry, guys. Still section 1, expert section. I believe this is the little short expert section that takes you to a water crossing. But I can tell you, wow, that this is the deepest sand that we've encountered today. There's a couple spots that can call you out, so kind of be aware. It's like nothing, and then all of a sudden big sand pits. 56 miles left on section 1. Go alongside this beautiful lake. Look at those mountains. All right, here's our first expert water section. That was the line I was going to take. Are your boots wet? You going, Jared? Or am I going? Or are you going around? I'm already videoing, too late. That is deep. Good job, Hank. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh no. Okay, here comes Jared. Here comes. You got it, Jared. Stay on the gas. You got it. No problem, buddy. Good job. Did you? We have 46 miles left in section 1. Just did the water crossing. And this road goes on forever. Fortunately, in 2 miles we do get up of it. Like now? Okay. Pulling over, guys. Oh man, that's crazy. Forgot to do that, or did it come out? It broke. Wonder if it's going to come out again. 34 miles left in section 1. This is what it looks like. Just a gravel road, but some cool country. This is an old ghost town. We opted not to go in, but pretty dang cool. That is a pretty view up here to the right. Wow. We have 21 miles left in section 1. But look at this. We're just ripping these trails. Whoa. That's awesome. Look at that. That is incredible. Did you go down? Hey, that's a no parking zone there, Jared. Oh shoot. Ah, buddy. Oh, you already got it. I was gonna come help you. How did you, man? That's scary. You ended up down there. And you thought you had engine braking and you were in neutral?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. You might be able to come like a line right here, right towards me. You just give it the beans. Good job. Well, that could have been worse. I'm glad that wasn't a big drop off.
Yeah.
How cool is this? This reminds me of New Mexico. Right here. 9.5 miles left on section 1. Look at that view. I mean, wow. The only thing we could have done a little different is start a little earlier so we didn't have to get lunch so late. This is the expert section on section 2, Mount Patterson. Expert section, section 2. You want me to give you some space or get you on film, Whit? Okay. I'm gonna give him a little space. Nope. Yep, I'm fine. Go. Nope. I'm going. Did I mess you up? I don't know, but I stalled and then it got cross-rutted and Hank tried to pass me and I may have cut him off. I couldn't see. It has lived up to its billing so far. I think might be my first switchback. Yeah. That's a switchback, boys, with mud. Managing traction, not so easy. Forgot to film the lower sections. I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, I'm breathing hard. Sorry. Heavy breather. Oh yeah. This is long. Uphill. It's a legit climb. If I ever saw one. Hoping just one last climb here. Sure would like to not be in this front. Cross-roaded. Ride the rut. Yeah. I don't even think we're done after this. Not sure how I'm gonna get this thing to move. Yeah. No, I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. Well, I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. I don't know about that. This is the top of Mount Patterson. Probably a little bit of wind. It's almost the top. Just trying to decide if we want to conquer the last 8th mile to that dome. Wit. Giving it a try.
Rolling my camera.
That looks like it's hard.
Just momentum. It's not worth anything you've already done.
All right. Here we go then. Kudos to you for trying it. You showed us how. But that's not the top. Oh, don't go over that. No, don't go over that top trail up here behind me. That goes right off the cliff. Fall off the cliff. This is it, boys. Top of the world. Man, that's awesome, isn't it? This is one of the most epic places I've ever stood. Whew. Yeah. High line. Go a little. Can't believe we came up this. Yeah. Left line all the way up that. 100%, yeah. Yeah, and it all this. So that was harder, well, just longer, I guess, but harder than Lockhart Basin for you. So we are on section 2. We just climbed Mount Patterson. We're heading still on the expert section, headed back to the main section, but wow. Who'd I catch, Jared? What's going on, buddy? Can you hear me, Jared? What's going on, guys? So this is a gnarly hill. Gnarly. You can't just duck walk it down. Thanks for helping him. Rest here. I'm just trying to get it to stay. So did I. So did we all. I'm gonna need a minute, Jared. I'm gonna take my helmet off on this hike. Not at all. They just don't know how to do it because we're off route. Well, we could. So here we are on day 2 of our BDR adventure. Kind of heading back to backtrack just a little bit. We stayed the night in Nevada, just north of where we came out of the dirt section of the expert section yesterday. We have 51 miles to finish section 2, but it's just going to be asphalt the whole way. So we've started into this beautiful asphalt section, and it is nice. It is beautiful. It's a pretty country, really nice tarmac. You could rip this on a sport bike for sure. Still on section 2, and they weren't lying. This is some of the best asphalt that you can be on. Car. Wow. So I'm starting section 3. Just came off that beautiful asphalt. And up here we have just a gravel road to start. Like it's gonna be 80 miles to the end here. Lots of good twisty road. So So far, just a wide gravel road through the forest, but a beautiful forest it is. .63 miles left in this section. So 58 miles left. The last, I don't know, 3-4 miles have been this beautiful tarmac. 55-mile remaining mark. The road turns to this. I am riding with friends, as you will see throughout the video, but I can't stand to ride in dust. So if I give them like a minute to head start, just a much more enjoyable ride. More rugged than the first part of section 3 that we've been on. Rocks and elevation changes and tighter woods. It's just a great section.
No, not one to get on, just making sure this is our river.
This water is
Woo!
Wow. That's cold. Woo! That feels so good. That's cold.
51 miles from the end of section 3. Oh wow. Check this out. Huh. A lot more trees down, but somebody's been through and cleared a lot of this. .48 miles left in this section. Definitely has turned into more of a typical forest road, unmaintained, let's say. Somebody's come through, cleared the logs, but you still have big, like loose rocks like these, and then you can have roots, potholes, washouts, ruts, etc. But it's basically a perfect route for an adventure bike. So we are 44 miles from the end. We popped out on a little bit of asphalt. And it's just the view we're rewarded with. It's just stunning. 39 miles left. Basically, it feels like you've been driving on a golf cart path for the last several miles. Wow. So with 29 miles left in this section, we're back on dirt. 18 miles left. We're in section 3 with 17 miles left. You do want to watch. Hey, Cardo, music off. There are some huge washouts on this road. So you definitely have to watch yourself on this road. Here's the washouts that you have to watch out for. Horrible. Yeah, this is the right way. Should I stop here and let's research food? Section 4. Just right off the highway and into this. What a cool little forest road. Super smooth. It's about 5 miles in. So we have 100 miles left on section 4, and we have 19 miles of this, we believe. It is awesome. Sorry guys, I was narrating. Oh, did you? Still better than a day at work. Beautiful. Look at this bridge. Oh, they're camping down there. Wow, look at that clear that water is. This is section 4 still. Been a lot of asphalt. We just dropped into this section with some remnants of asphalt and gravel and potholes, and just a different surface than we've been on. We now have pretty rugged, unmaintained surface. A lot of loose little rocks. Concentrating. It says in 5 miles we get to something called Hellhole Road. So looking forward to seeing what that is. I need to be filming. That lake is unbelievable down there. It says we have 25 miles left, although we've had a glitch in our Garmin, so we're not sure what's real. I'm pretty sure it's on this. Pretty sure it's on this. Yeah, I see a big log. Yeah. Nice. I mean, it wouldn't have been the end, but it would have jarred you. Just a fun route. Yeah, let's do it. Wow. Yeah, it was. I had just started my camera too, so awesome. Alright, so we're out here on section 5, just getting started. Have had a little bit of tire issues. So last night, Jared had a tube blow. And to fix that, we drove all the way to Reno to get an extra tube because we didn't have enough spares. And then this morning we discovered a huge gash in Hank's tire. So this is the alt harder Verdi Peak Road, section 5. Should be just a little out and back. Go check it out. Now this is a little choppier than what's normal, but nothing isn't really that bad yet. Nothing crazy. Yeah, this would be like a typical Colorado mountain pass so far. Maybe Hagerman Pass, where it's super rocky like this. Man, these 890 suspensions are just so good. given here. That line, that's the line I had to take. Okay, now I see why this is an alt harder, for sure. That's just a long rocky section. Okay. Line. Try and stay on it. Wow, yep. Wow, gentlemen. Oh, okay. No real advantage. Obviously, just remember it's an out and back. What goes up must come down. Harder section, it turns into this. Still section 5, it shows 89 miles left, although it's jumping all over the place. Just a gravel road, but you do need to be careful. We just saw a bunch of mountain bikers out here. Good times. This is a fast section. Fast section. You have to dodge some ruts and washouts, but pretty good rip through here. Lakes. It's amazing. We are climbing this hill. I see it. No worries, thank you. Yeah, I slowed down a little to look at some of those vistas. My gosh, those were awesome. Oh, unreal. Oh, steep downhill. What an enchanted forest. Look at where we're going. It's just like an enchanted forest. There's no way GoPro is showing this, but this is steep, sandy, steep. Just keep it in first gear, letting the engine right hand. Yeah. Oh, we can stay there. Well, we got reservations already. Man, I'm loving this. Loving this track. This is very Moab-esque. But look at that view down there. Oh my word. Amazing. It's chunky. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta wait. Can't, there's no, I mean, then you're gonna have to wait longer, so cool. This is different than anything we've seen so far. Like, to me, the feel of it's changed so much. No, it's been nothing so far, but man, is it cool. That is awesome. It just keeps getting steeper. I feel like we're, oh, that's Hank in front of me. Good job, Hank. I feel like we're back on, what was it, Yankee Boy Basin. I'm stopping, Hank, so that has to be one of the more fun climbs I've ever done. That was just so fun. It was so fun. Yeah, there it is. Is that it? That was good. That was fun, man. Going down's going to be more challenging than coming up. So this is the top of Sierra Buttes. We're going to climb those stairs and go to that lookout. Look at this view. We had a hard climb up here. This has to be one of the most amazing places I've ever been. That's just the view. 360 degrees. Look at down, you can look through this grate we're standing on. You ever been up here before? This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That was a long hike up those stairs. That's Jared down there. Wow. Day something, 5, 4, and section 6, just now starting, section 6. It's supposed to be a 118-mile section. Not super challenging, apparently. Maybe some rocky uphills to start, what we're expecting, and then some smooth forest roads at the end, according to the map. It is rocky, not terrible steep. It's nothing like the expert sections we've been doing. Still in section 6. Not very far in. Seem to have gotten past the rocky stuff and some pretty smooth, flowy stuff. Really cool country. Fire. It's fascinating. Barely used trail. Oh, sure. I was just getting out of the dust. This is just a rip, man. It's still not some Taylor's, whatever it is. This is a little lookout spur. Not too far from Taylorsville route. I don't know if you can see the mountain snow-capped peak over there. That is so cool. Look at this valley. They made some epic lookouts. Look at that. Just got out of the heat a little bit into this cool forest. Super smooth track. Burned out forest that we're going through. Really crazy. this is the start of the dirt portion of section 7. We're getting an early start today. Let's see here. Getting an early start today as we are going to attempt to do both 7 and 8 today, including the alt harder portion of 7. It's going to be at least 180 miles. We've already booked our hotels since it's 4th of July weekend. We're running into some issues getting lodging. In Chester was a challenge last night. So we've booked our hotel. We've got to make it. 3-4 miles in. So far you can really make some time on section 7. Tightened up just a little bit. Roads have deteriorated just a little bit. Oh, how do you get around that? I saw a deer back there with big antlers. Let's see, 35 miles into this trip, and it's turned to asphalt, looks like, for about 3 to 5 miles, and then 36 miles, 36 and a half. Just got back off the asphalt, back into this. 46 miles in. The trail has changed just a little. It's definitely gotten rockier, less groomed. Big gravel road. That little asphalt did not last long. We're back into the, looks like a track that doesn't get a lot of use, but it's not super fast. Just loose gravel, smooth, really fast flowing. This is 98 miles in. We are about to start the 14-mile alt harder section, which will combine us over to section 8, and we'll finish up the day. I'll go grab that. Oh, I'm gonna go grab that spot up here. Okay. Is this where the train track mystery trail is? I think it goes this way. Yeah. Oh, washout right away. Okay, so now we have, maybe these are the rocks. Like rocks. Big, just boulder field. I don't know what to say. Big rocks. Okay, thank you.
I'm so glad
Yeah, we could hear you. And Hank noticed that it came off. Oh man, it broke.
Yeah.
It broke.
Yeah, that's good showing there.
Shoot. is actually.
Yeah, go on. Right?
You can go on. I'll get the gate. I don't know how long. Yeah, I got to shut this gate. So. The alt harder 14-mile stretch. Oh, not sure. It's going to get hard again. But that rocky hill climb was no joke. Oh, there's a workaround for that tree. Feels like a goat path.
The battery died and I didn't replace it for a little while. Came out of that section 7 alt-harder valley, 14 miles onto, it dumps you onto section 8. And we have enough gas in this KTM 890s, we can make it all the way up to Alturas if we have reservations.
More footage from section 8. So technically we didn't go to the end of 7, start of 8, so I don't know what that looks like. We just kept going where 7's alt harder bypass dumped us. More gravel roads. Oh, that's awesome. Topography, the vegetation, everything's changing. 5 miles left in section 8. We just got on this. We have maybe 30 miles left in section 8. And I believe the last 15-20 miles are asphalt. 27 miles left in section 8. 25 miles to go in this section. Section 8. 15 miles of asphalt into Alturas. Did all of 7 and 8. On our last day, about to do section 9 of this thing. What a trip it's been. More scenery and trails and forest than you can possibly describe or take in. Usually I have to follow a lot further away. We have 59 miles left in section 9. There's Jared up here next to me. We're just trying to stay out of the dust from Hank and Whit. I need something for Instagram for today. The trail has gotten primitive but not difficult. It's just clearly not well traveled. The trees are kind of overgrown into the lanes and the middle's pretty grown up. Oh, what a view. What a view. Taking it easy these last few miles, taking it in. Whit saw a bear. So now he's slowed down. Trying to see another one. There's 38 miles left in section 9. And then we change of pace. workaround? Yeah. Gotcha. There is a lower line. One last little bit of chunk at us. Downhill, rocky. Nothing too crazy, but certainly not as relaxing as it had been. 1 mile left. One last little water crossing here. Miles left on section 9, I believe. We have turned back to gravel. This NorCal BDR just does not give up. There's so few bad parts. I mean, maybe zero. The asphalt connectors are typically amazing. The roads are amazing. I mean, for 1,000 miles, they've really done a tremendous job making this route. Miles to 395 at the end of the trip. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, boys. High five. Wow. That was awesome. Yeah. Nice work, boys.